Importance of recycling. Student عزيزة عبد الحكيم حميدة. In a developing world that continues to dramatically advance technological, it is crucial to become familiar with the importance of recycling and the effects it has on the industrial societies, as well as the natural habits that surround us every day. The concept of recycling is not foreign. The environment has and continues to naturally cleanse itself through techniques like the water cycle and the rock cycle. Even humans have practiced the act of recycling for centuries through simple gestures such as handing clothes down to younger, spilling or sealing reusable goods in a yard sale. However, over time, the dramatic shift in human living habits has ultimately left the earth to the plate, and as a result, it is unable to naturally rejuvenate to the same extent as before. Thus, it's crucial for people to become aware of cycling and better understand the positive and negative effects it has on the earth. First opinion, air pollution remains one of the key environmental issues in the United States, although it has seen incredible improvement since the 1970s thanks to the Environmental Protection Agency and the Clean Air Act. The number of Americans exposed to poor air quality has consistently stayed over 125 million since 2013. First direction. Americans alone generate approximately 250 million tons of household trash each year. Weeks 2007. However, less than half of these Americans fail to recycle properly. Consequently, recycling presents the earth with countless environmental implications. For example, the earth loses an acre of tropical forest every second due to the amount of paper, pencils, and wood that is used, yet not properly recycled. Moreover, through acts such as logging, mining, and driving around large cars and SUVs, the overall health of the earth continues to suffer each day. Weeks 2007. However, by recycling, such environmental effects can be prevented. Recycling substantially helps global warming by assisting in reducing the amount of greenhouse gases that are produced every day. Himlotting Country Department 2008. Himlotting Country Department reports that in a study that involved 35,116 tons of material, it was found that reduction in green gas in stations was equivalent to taking 22,140 cars off the road 2008. It was also reported that recycling one newspaper is equivalent to saving 12 trees. Although the United States continues to use new products, it must be noted that by recycling and recycling these products, we are paving a better future for the environment that we live in. Second direction. Furthermore, the concept of recycling also attracts several economic implications. Many corporations choose not to recycle because it can prove to be rather costly after required and pricey process, such as bleaching or performed. However, choosing not to be recycled creates a demand for new products and thus a demand for new things such as aluminum, glass, or metal, which can be extremely expensive. South Carolina Department of Solid Waste Reduction and Recycling 2011. Recycling also helps the United States economy. For instance, by turning waste into valuable raw materials, recycling creates jobs, builds more competitive manufacturing industries, and adds significantly to the USA economy. South Carolina Department of Solid Waste Reduction and Recycling 2011. Recycling also stimulates the growth of green technology, which allows business to develop new products and services that utilize many reusable materials. Third direction. While it may be obvious that recycling has more benefits than harm, may anti-environmentalists continue to question whether or not recycling is both time and cost efficient and more importantly, if it will prove to be successful in years to come. Americans have contemplated the benefits of recycling for decades, and many continue to argue that recycling is a costly act that does not always come with noteworthy advantages. Second opinion, municipal solid waste MSW in a heterogeneous waste stream that is an inevitable part of daily life and can seriously damage the environment and the human health with a population of 13.8 in 102 meters and a fast story covering 96 in 102 kilometers. 2017, China is the largest developing country and deserves special attention regarding MSW. The amount of collected MSW and the population in 5 recent years in China are presented in the next figure. The amount of MSW collected in China was over 2 billion in 2016 and the amount continues to increase. First direction. To better address the situation, China has made great efforts to recycle valuable wastes and reduce the amount of MSW that would be disposed of in landfills and incinerated. For instance, the MSW harmless treatment capacity increased by 252 from 2,107 in 1980 to 533,455 in 2014, and the number of non-polluting disposal plants increased by a factor of 37 in 1980 units in 2014 818 units. New regulations measures PRC 2017 and notices promoting the sorting of MSW in some cities PRC 2018 have also been implemented. The efforts to manage MSW have fallen far behind the increase in MSW. Second direction. Due to various lifestyle choices, economic situation and family structures, the amount and quality of MSW vary drastically from district to district. Abdushafi and Mona 2018. The factors that influence MSW are summarized in the next fact. Knowing independently composition and characteristics of MSW is critical for appropriately handling and managing these wastes. Based on the generation rate, bulk density, and mutator content, an administrator can decide the trash placement, transport, turnover time, and even MSW disposal technology used. Third direction. The bulk density reflects the compression degree of MSW. A relatively low volume weight indicates better compressibility and also indicates a low content of inorganic minerals. Original minerals are harmless to the human living environment compared to other types of garbage. Therefore, low volume weight indicates real wastes that involves visual beauty and are harmful to human health were transported and disposed of elsewhere. Furthermore, when collecting and transporting a certain amount of garbage, due to the high compressibility of garbage with a low volume weight, few vehicles are needed. These factors result in a relatively high economic environmental benefit. As presented in Table 3, the bulk density of MSW was lowest in the northern area and in the southwestern area, was the higher in China, likely due to the lower rainfall amount in the northern area and higher rainfall amount in the southwestern area. In the rainfall amount affects the water content, which may further influence the bulk density. The MSW composition is another factor that contributes to the bulk density. The researcher's opinion. The researcher encourages the Chinese view that in general, food waste was the most common and could be better managed by compositing. Bulk density was highly positively correlated with the proportion of dust and bricks in all municipal solid waste, and was highly negatively correlated with the proportion of food, metal, glass, plastic, and rubber waste. A wet basis of lower correlate value was very positively correlated with the proportion of plastic and rubber, and water content was very positively correlated with the proportion of food waste. Time-wise, most components, especially waste, paper and plastic, increased, while wood, dust, and bricks decreased. In conclusion, the reason has to do with the human's dependence on single-use plastics, obviously, as sustainable alternatives to petroleum-based products and rare materials, in concluding values, solvents, and cosmetics must be developed and prevented.